We're the Staffenbergs.
I'm Jill, I'm 36, and I'm a speech language pathologist.
I'm Danny, I'm 41, and I'm the executive director of a community foundation.
Together we have 3 little boys who are 6, 4, and 2.
They're the love of our lives. They drive a lot of what we do, including our decision to move north for a new career for me in New Jersey, where we moved from Florida.
What? We moved from Florida? Who would do that?
So we were the only ones driving north on 95.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, we got here about 9 months ago, and we moved into a rental that we kind of picked off the computer.
Just keep going, please.
We ended up, when we first came up, we had a ton of people telling us you need to move into this area of the community or this area, and we really wanted to find the right place for us. We're very community minded. We love having neighbors that are going to come over and play in the front yard with the kids, hang out, and create our new family in New Jersey. So we really struggled with where to be.
So let's role play this for a minute. Let's pretend that I live in the city of Livingston, and you play like how we were coming in. And
what do you mean? I have no idea what you mean. Livingston's the best place in the world. It's got great schools, it's got this, but we heard that about everything.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So here we are, we're coming in, and I come to you and I say, hi, it's really nice to meet you. Where are you living?
Livingston. You should totally live in Livingston. It's the best place. Great schools, great community. It's near the JCC. It's near everything you want.
Oh my goodness, that's the same thing I just heard about Milburn, about Short Hills, about Randolph. It drives me nuts.
Luckily, we found this rental off the internet. We've moved in. It hasn't been the greatest place to live, but it's worked for our family, and it's allowed us to have a base to go research and see probably close to 30 homes over the last couple months.
Sure. So in our search, we come from, like we said, Florida, and that's basically where I lived all my life. So for me, I'm coming in hoping for a newer home and something that has an open floor plan, and I realized, it's not so much here, is it?
When we first started looking, we definitely weren't used to the older New Jersey bi-level, split-level homes, and it took a lot of adjusting to begin to look at that and see where the other options were. I wanted some indoor-outdoor space, nice big open floor plan, yes. I have to have a nice kitchen where we can entertain. We love having people over. So, something that had plenty of cooktop space and newer appliances, but also a place where people could still convene and get together while we're cooking.
Absolutely. And I will say that one of our joys of being here in New Jersey and being in a house is having a basement. So I would like to see a basement.
Jill's always wanted a basement.
I have. So I would like to see a home with a basement that we could possibly use for our kids, and lots of outdoor space, because with 3 boys, it can get crazy inside the house. So we really would like some outdoor space. A deck would be nice, but other than that, some kind of yard work would be, land for them to be would be nice.
I prefer just a place where they can go destroy, play their games, play their sports, but also be in a safe area, hopefully off of off the main road, something like that.
And the other thing I think that's important for us is having a master bedroom suite that, well, first of all, has a big shower, because right now we're in a very tight space for our shower. So I would like a nice master bathroom, but also I would like a master suite that's far away from the kids. Not like really far, but just not steps away like we've had ever since they've been born. Because they're gonna get older and bigger, and they're not gonna wanna be around us anymore. What do you think about that?
That wasn't a key priority for me, just a nice place where we could kind of have a little retreat. I didn't care where in the house it was. The bigger issues were just some entertaining space for me and some space where, the nice kitchen that we could work on. Hopefully also we love to be outside. We've got a ton of bikes and sports gear, so a garage that had a spot where we could park both cars, but also have spot for the bikes and still to work, have all the sports gear. What are you looking at?
All within a really good school system, because at this point we were pretty unsure as to whether or not our kids would go to public or private. So if we go the public route, we want to make sure that they're going into a good school system. We hope to stay in New Jersey now and not have to be moved to some other crazy state. Unless, you know, we got the opportunity to go back to Florida, then maybe we would change our mind.
I think we're here for a while.
We're here for a while, so we got to make the best of it. What else do we need to say? I think I'm looking for a colonial type of home or a ranch style home. Something that definitely brings the outside in with great lighting. That's one of the things that drives me nuts about the place we're in now is sometimes we get good light and then other times we don't because we're in a townhome.
For me, it's more modern kind of, you know, something more open, but with some architectural. I don't want something that looks cookie cutter with everything else. You know, I don't want to be on a street where every house looks the same and everybody's got the same layout. I want something with some unique. What are you cheering about?
If we go back to Florida.
You want to go back to Florida?
No, we're not going back to Florida. So
why don't you follow Mom on a tour of one of the rooms, okay?
Well, I guess first of all, we can show you, this is probably my favorite room of our house. And as you can see, if we kind of turn around this way, we have our dining room and living room combination. We don't get to use this room so much because we haven't had much of people to entertain, I guess, but not here anyway. And then if you look up there, there's kind of a nice view, but we have our loft, and I kind of like that, but unfortunately our oldest gets to live up there, and he's a huge champ because the noise doesn't seem to bother him so much at night when he goes to bed, but definitely we need a room for him that's gonna have all four walls. Yeah. So I'm gonna let Dan take us, I guess, into the kitchen.
No, don't get wild.
We'll take you into the kitchen to show you what we like and not like.
The benefits of this kitchen are a couple. One, there's a nice eat-in spot. We can all bring the family, although it is pretty tight. And as we've grown up and have the 5, we always have to bring in other. You know, granite countertops, nice. Older appliances, not so great.
The granite and the tile don't really quite match, but it wasn't our picking. And of course, the cabinets are very old and very small.
The funny thing is you can't, on some of these cabinets, put deep things because they're really shallow. So we've got a bunch of cooking mixers, whatever, that you have to find other places for and move them outside the kitchen. So you end up running in and out of the kitchen chasing different materials when you want to, or equipment when you want to do some nice cooking.
Totally not functional.
No.
But we will say that we do like this component. This is the window, although it goes out to a main road here in our community, but at least we have that nice lighting coming in. Kaden, you can say hi.
Hi.
That's our oldest, he's 6. But we do like the light coming in.
The other challenge of this house is, while we love wood floors, and that's something I think we both like, there's a mix of floors in this house. Some of which are older, light wood. We prefer dark wood.
But then we have this ugly, small, old looking white tile. Then we have our kitchen tile, which I guess would be a Mexican style. And then if we go back over here, we're back to our wood again, and then into our master bedroom right now that has Smurf blue carpet.
Yes. So would these be things we would pick in our own house? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
So there are some things that Jill and I somewhat disagree on. There's, you know, I'd like a bunch of entertaining space. I'd like, you know, a big place to either watch the big game or just go and chill out. I don't think that's her highest priority, but we go from there. The biggest piece, you know, if we had our dream wish, we'd have a nice open floor plan, fairly newer. Colonial would be okay. I'd prefer something a little more modern. And at the same time...
And hopefully 4 bedrooms with a guest room so we could have people from Florida come and visit us.
That would be 5 bedrooms.
True, 5. I can't count.
Yeah.